Hello there YouTube, I'm Cazador and this is a battle with double train subway boss Emmet. This is the first battle you have with him on the easy of the two double trains, and my team is fully EV'd, so hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. Emmet starts off by sending out Klinklang and Garbador, and I send out Alpinestar the Mamoswine and Waylander the Gengar. Klinklang's the biggest threat here, so I want to try and get rid of it as quickly as possible. So with Waylander I use Shadow Ball. It's not very effective, but it is Waylander's best attack against Klinklang, and it still does a fair amount of damage. Then with Alpinestar I go for the Ground Gem Earthquake, which should be enough to take out both Klinklang and Garbador. However, Klinklang outspeeds Alpinestar and gets a Steel Gem Flash Cannon off, which is super effective against Alpinestar and more than enough to take her out. It's a little disappointing because Alpinestar does have 252 EVs in speed, and I was kind of expecting it to outspeed Klinklang. However, that wasn't the case. Garbador then uses Focus Blast, I assume on Alpinestar, but it doesn't affect Waylander. So I send out Archie the Arcanine, and with Waylander I use Psychic on Garbador, which is super effective, and it does do quite a good amount of damage. It takes Garbador all the way down to the orange. Klinklang then goes for the Flash Cannon, and Waylander's not that great defensively, so it does quite a lot of damage, and it also takes Waylander down to the orange. And then with Archie I use Flare Blitz, and Flare Blitz is super effective against Klinklang, and it's also boosted by Stab and the fact that Archie is holding a Choice Band, so it's more than enough to take out Klinklang. However, I do receive a little bit of recoil, but it's not really that much. Garbador uses Psychic, which is super effective against Waylander, and that takes Waylander out as well. So after 2 turns this isn't looking that great. I've already lost 2 of my Pokemon, and I was kind of hoping I'd get a 4-0 win here, but that's definitely not going to happen now. So I send out my final Pokemon, which is Aquilus the Braviary, and Emmet sends out Crustle, which is a bug rock type, and it has Stone Edge, which is super effective against Archie and Aquilus, so I don't want it to be able to use that. So I use Flare Blitz, again boosted by Stab and Choice Band, and it's neutral against Crustle, and it does quite a lot of damage and burns it as well, which is pretty decent. But I do get hurt by Rocky Helmet and the recoil from Flare Blitz. Aquilus then uses Rock Slide, which is powered by Aquilus' ability, which is Sheer Force, and the fact Aquilus is holding a Life Orb as well, and that's enough to take out both Garbador and Crustle. And Sheer Force is an amazing ability where it actually negates the damage received by Life Orb on moves such as Rock Slide, where they have a secondary effect. So Emmet sends out his last Pokemon, which is Durant, and that uses Rock Slide, which is super effective against both Archie and Aquilus. It's enough to take Archie out, but Aquilus avoids the attack. Rock Slide wouldn't have killed Aquilus, but it would have done quite a bit of damage. Aquilus then uses Brave Bird, which is powered up by Stab and the Life Orb, which is enough to take out Durant. I do receive a bit of recoil and then the damage from the Life Orb, but Aquilus managed to win it for me. The battle ended up being quite a lot harder than I expected, and I was kind of hoping that Alpinestar would be able to take them all on her own, but she didn't even get to attack, so that power went out the window pretty quickly. If you wish to comment or have any questions, please post in the comment section below and I'll try and get back to you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.